Hello again. Let's look at how a diode operates within a basic electronic circuit. So again, I'm going to press V to draw a voltage source, and we get a DC symbol for a battery. Remember that positive is the long side of the battery here. So by dragging it up the way, we've got positive at the top, negative at the bottom, which is what we want. Press W for a wire, R to draw in a resistor, and then D to draw in a diode. Finally, another wire to drag it across, and you'll see that we've got a current flow like before in a clockwise direction. I'm going to hit escape to get rid of the crosshair. So our current's flowing clockwise because the battery here is positive at this side, negative at the bottom. So our current flow is in a clockwise direction. If we take our diode and we swap the ends around, we find that when we reconnect it, there is no current flow. You see the yellow dots aren't moving around at all. That's because the flow is attempting now to go through the diode in the wrong direction against the arrow. And basically you can't have any flow in the wrong direction through the diode. It's a bit like a one-way valve. Electricity can only flow through it in one direction. So if we put it back in the right way, our flow should begin again. Now I'm going to pop it back in the wrong way again, just to show you that what we could do is to change the direction of the battery. So if we do that, now we've turned the battery upside down. Positive is here, negative is here, and because the current flow wants to be in this direction now, because we've turned the battery upside down and the diode, then there's no problem with the current flowing through the diode in the direction shown by the arrow. Going back to the original circuit then, one other thing it's worth noting about the diode here is that although it doesn't really have any resistance, there is a loss of voltage across it. So our battery here, we just put in the default battery, which is 5 volts DC, but we lose about half a volt, about 0.5, 0.6, 0.7 maybe across this diode. And we can see that if we go to draw, outputs and labels, and add voltmeter, and we can just drag one out from there and you'll see it says 5 volts. And if we drag one out from here, remember that you have to drag it out from where the connection between the two components is. You'll see that it says, what's that, 526. Now this is millivolts, remember. So 526 thousandths of a volt, which is just over half a volt. So there you have a basic introduction to the diode. It's a one-way valve really. It's a device that will only let electricity flow through it in one direction. You can see the direction by the direction of the arrow on the symbol for the diode. And when there's an electrical current flowing through it, you lose about half a volt across it.